So, I'm gonna be honest, I just tried to tell the story. I mean, I was saying I wanted to try to make something a little bit happier, and I tried to tell the story, and not the computer, the camera shut off. I got really into it the first time, so I'm sorry if this is not as awesome as I think it would have been had this recorded the first time, but you know, what are you gonna do? Okay, so, good start. Once upon a time, there was me in my car, because this is how I drive. Yeah, really short. Windshield right in my face. Yeah, no. Steering wheel, words. Okay, anyway. So, I'm driving. I've been staying at my mom's house. And I was running late to rehearsal at church, so I was kind of like, I was like, okay, park, need to get out of the car. But I guess I opened the door and I looked around my car because I was like, what do I need? And all of a sudden, coming from outside, I hear, and I was like, what was that? I know I have another video where I'm like walking and I'm like, stop, listen, do you hear that? And I'm like, it's not like I'm like the rooster whisperer or anything. I don't attract roosters. This doesn't happen to me often. But it happens. It happened. So yeah, I hear that, and I look at my sister, and she clearly has heard it as well. And so it happens again, and I'm just like, what is going? I don't have time for this. So I get out of my car, and I look around, and across the street there's this man with a broom, and his tree, he has this tall tree, and it's shaking a bunch. He takes his broom, he starts shaking the broom in the tree that is already on its own shaking. I don't know what's going on. And I stand there, and all of a sudden this thing comes flying out of the tree from across the street. It swoops down and makes a beeline straight for me. And as I'm standing there, I don't know what's going on with my brain. I don't know what's happening, but I'm just sitting there staring as this rooster, this big rooster, is just flying directly towards the center of my body, just coming straight at me. And I'm just standing there staring at it. And like, one of the first things that I remember popping into my head was, I didn't know roosters could fly. And it's like, oh, that's it. I didn't know that. As it's flying at me. So, yeah, I mean, sitting there thinking, like, I didn't know they could fly. I'm not thinking, this rooster is about to attack me. This rooster has claws or talons or something. It has a beak. Who knows? This could be like it for me. I don't know. I don't know what roosters do. I don't know anything about roosters. And like, of course, I'm like, if this is like a traumatic experience, shouldn't my life be flashing before my eyes or something? Like, no, none of that. Just and then I snap back to what is going on in the real world, and slow motion, the rooster, I'm thinking all these thoughts, the rooster is like slow motion just flying at me, and like it felt like it was in the movie, and it was like the scene where like all of this dramatic, like, choir singing kind of moment is just like, oh, this is happening, this is real. And so it's just coming at me, and I'm just standing there letting it happen. I wasn't reacting at all, really. And then my sister apparently unaware of what is going on, is not paying attention. Obviously, I didn't act like anything was going on. I just stood there staring. And so she opens her door to get out, and all of a sudden the rooster is like, and then completely diverts from the path, which is coming at me, swoops around my car, and goes directly to my sister, who apparently has much better reactions, or I don't even know. She responded to what happened a lot quicker than I did, because all of a sudden I hear her scream and my door slams shut, and she's like, "What is going on? Oh my gosh, this rooster is good. What's happening?" So I look across the street, and the man is like bent over, like he's just like, he is holding onto his broom and just laughing super hard. Like he is just like full on. He was enjoying himself. So yeah, he. I don't know what he did after that, but I got back in my car and closed the door, and my sister was like, "Where'd it go? Where'd the rooster go?" We didn't know where it was, and so I was like, I don't. Me still not really fully understanding what is going on. I'm like, I don't have time to do this right now. Like, like life happening was just some distraction from what I needed to be doing or something. So I'm like, I have to go. Give me the key. I need to get inside so I can go. And she's like, good luck. Super supportive. She's like, good luck, and she stays in the car, and I'm looking around waiting for like it to jump out from under my car and start pecking me or something. And since that doesn't happen, I walk to the front door, and survival mode. Finally, it's happening. It's kicked in. The rooster is standing on the doorstep and just staring straight ahead, just like challenging me. Like I don't even know. It's like, I didn't get you the first time, but it's going down right here, right now. And I, like I said, I don't know anything about roosters. I don't live on a farm. I don't know. And so this is definitely what you're supposed to do, I think, when you see like a big cat, like not like house cat, but like wild animal type thing. Don't rely on what I did next, because it very, very likely was not the right thing to do. Um, I remembered, make yourself bigger, and so I put my hands in the air, and I'm fairly certain that I began yelling, "Get away! Get away from the house!" Like just shouting like, "Get out of the way!" And then in my mind I was like, it doesn't matter what I'm saying. The rooster doesn't know English as far as I know. So I very quickly stopped using words and just start going, "Ah!" running down the little pathway down the pathway to the front door step. And Rooster just stands there staring at me. It was like a reverse, basically, of what had just happened. With me standing there and the rooster coming at me, I was running, waving my hands like a crazy person, just yelling at not the turtle, at the rooster, and it just stood there like, you're not gonna do anything. You, psh, psh, I'm not afraid of you. I'm a rooster. I'm the best thing there is. And so I continued to run at the rooster. I think what the rooster realized, and what I know now, was that I had no other part to my game plan. I would have kept running until I ran into the rooster. I don't think I would have stopped. And it wouldn't have been like me trying to stomp the rooster to death. I would have just ran until I hit the front door and tried to get inside. Like I don't know what would have happened. But luckily, the rooster flew out of the way and into some bushes, and I got inside. My sister eventually ran inside because I had things to do. And so, yeah, when I left, the rooster was just walking around in the bushes. It was I guess, okay to be there. The next morning, I definitely heard it earlier than I was ready to wake up, and it was doing its thing, the rooster thing that roosters do. And yeah, it just, I think that was the only time that I remember hearing it. I'm sure it was there when we left in the morning. I haven't seen it or heard it since. I don't know what happened. But yeah, I just, I, if these kinds of things happen, let me know, because sometimes I just think that life is a little extra crazy just for the fun of it. I was considering telling another story, but you know what? I think this one is long enough for now. I think I actually did a pretty good job, because when I tell stories, it's usually like, it takes some time. I'm working on it. Much like I need to be working on my room and other things. So I will talk to you later. And yeah, more stories to come, possibly. That wasn't a thing. I don't know what I was doing there. Anyway, bye. Don't do that. Okay.